After you've installed Sage CRM, there will come a time when you need to make changes to its settings. I don't mean the everyday administrative changes like changing the security profiles or adding a new team. I mean big changes like, reinstalling the database. Typically this is only done when you're working with a training or a test server. But then again, you might need to install the self-service database, and you might need to do this on a second or third phase of a project. You might need to update the registry, and this is typically done after restoring a backup or a machine, or putting onto a machine that has had different instances of Sage CRM installed at some time. And you might need to also reinstall the program files or reset the IIS aliases, and you might be directed to do this by the Sage CRM support team. And lastly, you may need to update the license key. This last possibility is actually the most likely one, as this task is typically done as a user's or a customer's usage of the system expands. In this lesson, I want to look at the different ways in which we can update the license of Sage CRM. In Sage CRM, you can see your license key underneath the administration screens. You can see I've come into administration, into system, and into license key details. This screen shows the license key and the different elements within it. It doesn't, however, let you change the license key. So where is the license key held, and how can we change it? The license key is actually held in two locations. It's held in the Windows registry, and then again inside the system parameter table. And within the registry, it can be found underneath Computer, HKey Local Machine, Software, WoW 6432 node, eware, config, and then whatever is your instance name. And that license key is then matched with inside the custom sysparams table. So select star or select palm name, palm value from custom sysparams, where palm name, like license key, will return the value. Now you know that. It's important that I tell you that just about the worst thing that you can do is to manually update the registry and the database. Down that path lies weeping and gnashing of teeth. Do not make manual direct changes to the registry or the custom system params table. Just don't do it. So what is the safe way to update the license key? Actually, there are two ways which are safe. The first is to rerun the installation program itself. This is the setup exe that you'd have when you use the first initial installation. And then you can then select the option Change Existing Install of CRM. And when you do that, you'll get a list of components to reinstall, and what you need to do is to select the license key checkbox. You can then enter in your new license key, and which will then overwrite the existing license. The install of Sage CRM will update as the installation program correctly makes the changes in the registry and updates any database settings that also need to be changed. And the point is that Sage CRM is doing this, and it does it safely. But the best way and the safest recommended way of changing a license is to use the dedicated license key update utility. There is in fact a little tool that makes our lives easier. You'll find this underneath the installation folder, and it's typically is going to be underneath C drive, program files, x86, Sage, CRM, and then whatever your instance name is, you will find a folder there called license update. So just run the license key update application. You'll get a box to enter new license keys. Enter that new license key and click the next button to proceed further. This last method is the safest and easiest way to carry out the standard task of updating the license key and carries the lowest risk of making any changes that might damage your instance of Sage CRM.